Hi, Miming. Want to say something on camera? Nope, nope. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So another muscle car review on my channel, but this time we have here the 2013 Ford Mustang. And it's about time I've driven another 5th gen and another 2013 vehicle on my channel, having just driven the Chevrolet Camaro SS. And I would like to thank once again to my good friends here at the DEC here at San Rafael, Mandaluyong for making this double shoot possible. And now with this Ford Mustang, this is one of my favorite looking Mustangs of all time if you don't include the Laguna Seca Boss 202. That is literally the ultimate Mustang for me, manual and all that. This has a ground clearance of 137 millimeters. The side profile, it's your usual Mustang silhouette. It's very sports car-ish now compared to the yesteryear models. And these are running on 245, 50, and 18 series tires all around. So it's not, again, the bigger ones like what you get in the V8 model. Now, what is powering this thing is why I wanted to shoot this vehicle in the first place. I hope it opens low. There you go. And unlike the car over there that has a 5-liter V8, this one is kind of special here in the Philippines because we never got this model and it was never officially imported here. This one is powered by a 3.7-liter naturally aspirated Duratec V6 engine that produces 305 horsepower and 380 Newton meters of torque, mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. And don't worry guys, this is the 2013 model with the updated drive shafts. They're not the ones that explode anymore in the early model years. And this car has few modifications too. This has a K&N air filter, A-box strut bars themselves. I'm really sorry with the mispronunciation, and you get a Uni-chip for ECU upgrade, so this has more power now than usual. And this Mustang 2 is running on LED lights all around, and this is the first car that was featured on Vines, if not mistaken. I hope I can find it.
Little left, little left, little left, little left, little left, little left, little left.
And another upgrade done with this Mustang V6. This has a Borla exhaust, which sounds like this. The boot space too is pretty decent. This is around like 300 liters, which is pretty common like in all Mustangs. And there's no more emergency release button. I wonder why. Oh no, there are two. Oh no, there's more. Oh no. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 4. It's so cute. Especially you. Ah! Especially you. You're so cute. Now, this is the interior of this 2013 Ford Mustang V6. In the door card, it's your usual Mustang. It's long. There's a lot of leather. And it's a little bit more classic now here in the interior. I really love this steering wheel. This was how I envisioned a Mustang steering wheel. So you get your usual cruise control functions and phone connectivity buttons on the right side. Here on the left, you get your headlight leveler and your headlight controls themselves. And I love this classic cluster. It's all analog and you get a 4.2-inch display right in the middle. And you have a lot of information, even track modes. I wonder if you can play with that later. And, oh, okay. Being an older model here, this only has tilt. And I just realized now, there are no paddle shifters for this one. And how to control them is here on the gear lever, like on the left side. There's a lot of Chinese brands now copying this thing. I say Chinese brands because I will mention something important later. And there's another upgrade too here in this infotainment system, dubbed only in the listing a Tesla touchscreen unit. So there's a lot of information here and there, but at least you have a reverse camera. They're only lines, they're not dynamic, but hey, at least there still is for this vehicle. I know too you can connect your Android and Apple devices, but sadly I won't be able to demo it. Back here on the dashboard, these are all squeegee. I love this aluminum mesh design along too with the best Mustang badge logo I've ever seen so far. Just look at that. It's not the usual like with this current Mustang just says your Mustang. This one has the full fat badge. That's what I like. Glove box, okay, pretty decent for a muscle sports car, pony car, whatever you want to name it. Seats here, okay, there's some wear to it now, but it's still not so bad. And the bolstering is pretty good too. And this is a weird thing with this 2013 model. Okay, so you get electronic adjustments for this forwards and backwards, but for the recline function, it's all manual. That's a little bit odd, only for me. Air conditioning controls here, and beside the gear lever, again, for your electronic stability control, hazard button, and your boot release button. Manual handbrake, two cup holders with ambient light. So, of course, I'll leave it there because it's red. Center console box is a unique one. So, it opens like this, and you get the Type A USB port, aux cord, and I don't know what this other thingy is here in the center console. Let me know in the comments down below for all the Mustang owners who have owned this car in the past. Above here, halogen lights. As you can see, visor, you get a vanity mirror with another halogen light. And I already can see this. Unlike with the 2013 Camaro, these visors extend. Lovely. And one of the most unique 12-volt socket placements I've seen so far, they're in between the air conditioning vents themselves. So I assume this is perfect for your dash cam. You just bolt it on over here. Now, getting here in the back seats. So for this right front passenger seat, it's all manual adjustments. But, oh, I don't even recall with the current Mustangs, even newer ones than this, have headrests. So, oh, okay, I have a lot of headroom now than usual. Feet in room is excellent too. This is one of the more spacious Mustangs I've ever tried out so far. I mean, the current ones are not bad, but my headroom is just like that. This one, there's still allowance. Remember, I'm 5'4", I'm a short guy. So that means if I sit here in the middle, oh, okay, that's not a good one. But if you have shorter people and smaller adults, kids like that, they'll be fine here in the middle. Only for short trips. But you can sit literally 4 people here comfortably. I've never experienced that in a Mustang. I mean, like, in terms of all of the ergonomics and the space, like you don't have to worry your headroom in case you go over humps and all that. Yeah, this is a good shout. Now, let's go for a drive. All right, here we go, driving this Mustang V6. As well, another thing done by the previous owner, this has the 5-liter look. You can get a little bit off guard once you drive this vehicle. And yeah, so far so good. Usual muscle car, you have the very large hood and all that. Ooh, okay, it's very smooth. Right, I've never driven a Mustang V6 ever. It was only the V8 and the EcoBoost with the later model years. I enjoyed driving that car. This one, I can tell already, this can pack a punch. Brakes is pretty good too, and over hump, it's pretty comfortable. And like with the modern Mustangs rather, yeah, there'll be very good dailies because you have enough ground clearance. It's not that stiff and all that. But of course, you have to watch out for your fuel economy if you get the V6 and of course the regular V8 ones. The steering feel actually is much lighter than I expected. Now we're in sport shift mode and I forgot there's no paddle shifters. Ooh, it sounds... Oh wow, this sounds lovely. And this has the select shift back in the day, so the manual modes here on the gear lever. So a little bit annoying, just being honest. This does not have a paddle shifters. But if you put it to drive and just want to floor it, ooh. And unlike with the V8 model and with the 4-cylinder, this one is really light on its feet. Maybe that was a trait with the earlier model years and all that. So I don't know why this is such... For sure, if I'm gonna get this car, this will be a very, very good daily. Wow, okay. I've not seen as well too any adjustments for the steering modes itself. It is as it is. I understand now why this was the EcoBoost back in the day. If people didn't want the V8, of course, for your fuel bills, and the rest, of course, being more expensive, this Duratec V6 was the way to go. And two, speaking of this Duratec V6, this power too, even the Ginetta race cars, even up till now, this has a lot of motorsport pedigree up its sleeve. So I trust this engine too. The 4-cylinder and the V8 are, of course, really good too. But this V6, I would say, is just a little bit underrated. And remember, this is not the 4-liter Cologne engine. This is a much more improved version than that of the latter. And the ride, yeah, your usual Mustang, you can feel a little bit of jitteriness, but it is very much tolerable. And visibility, yeah, you only have the C-pillar, but there are corner windows at least. So all around, it's, yeah, it's okay. Let's try now. Sport shift mode. And then U-turn test. I know this is gonna be horrendous. Like with all sports car, muscle cars. Oh, much tighter than the Camaro. Holy, wow. Wow. Right. 305 horsepower and 380 Newton meters of torque. Yeah, this is peppy. Of course, it's not in your face compared with the V8, but it's a very good in-betweener compared with the 4-cylinder and the V8. And I would say a bit more dailyable than the V8 for obvious reasons. This V6 has more character than the 4-cylinder turbocharged EcoBoost engine, hands down. And yeah, you can feel a little bit more of the sway here and there. And I think too, thanks to the upgraded strut bars I've mentioned earlier on in the walk around, yeah, the handling, I think, kind of improved. It's not as wallowy or too washed compared with the stock form. But either way, it's still great nevertheless. Remember, this already has the electronic power steering assist. So no matter what, it's still pretty light on its feet, even for first timers like me, I guess, if you're just driving this sensibly. And the Borla exhaust, of course, an exhaust made in America and an American car itself. It's a little match made in heaven. And kinda, be honest, sounds like a bit of a GTR, just slight hints of it, but the V6 of this has its own unique tone. It's not like, example, only like with the Camaro RS V6. This sounds still pretty good for what this is. And the performance alone, I would say this is great on what it achieves. This is not your usual grand spanking V8 and all that. But this 3.7 liter Duratec V6 is one underrated engine. And as mentioned too, this powered even the Ginetta cars back in the days. And just diving here in the suburbs of Mandaluyong, it's nice, it's not so loud, but surprisingly still a head turner because it's a Mustang. And again, it's a great daily, I have to say, because it's light on its feet, the steering wheel, and the ride is not as jittery as I once hoped. I think this suspension is just a tad softer because, of course, it does not have to accommodate the weight of the 5-liter V8. As for the fuel economy of this, of course, it's not great, but not too bad either, considering the engine itself. So it says in the trip computer, we're doing 21.8 liters. If you do the maths, that's around like 4.6 kilometers per liter. Not as good as the EcoBoost, but it's much better, of course, than the V8. Now, I mentioned Chinese crossovers. Wait, excuse me. Now, I mentioned Chinese brands earlier in this review because this specific one cost 1,300,000 pesos. So I'm thinking if I should get a Chinese crossover or this. But of course, knowing me, it's a no-brainer. Wow, first owner of this car, he literally knows what to do with this vehicle with all of the mods. It's kind of like the perfect Mustang already for me. We'll find out in a future video. So one more time. Woo! Woo! What a car. Right, that completes my trilogy too of Mustang vehicles. I've driven all types of engines and hopefully we can catch the special editions. So that concludes my review. Again, I'd like to thank everyone here at the DEC here at San Rafael, Mandaluyong for making this double shoot possible. So I just came from my Camaro SS review too. And yeah, they are very, very good cars, I have to say. So, hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you with more future car reviews. Bye-bye. Oh, she wanna play cutie.